Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Comic Basics. I'm Joel, and today's episode, the top 10 greatest female supervillains to have ever been created. For every good male supervillain, there's a better female supervillain. And for all the great female supervillains, there's always a better one looking to be created. The history of comics is littered with female characters that can control plants, minds, their fists, and those whom they have a relationship with. Of them, who stand out above the rest? Of all the female supervillains, who are the greatest female supervillains? Great question. Here are the top 10 greatest female supervillains to have ever been created. Granny Goodness is a Jack Kirby creation who is responsible for training Darkseid soldiers. While the methods she employs are very effective, they are violent and brutal. However, it isn't the training of Darkseid soldiers that's most impressive. What's most impressive is that Granny Goodness is responsible for an elite set of female warriors called the Female Furies, most notably of which is Big Barda. Granny Goodness embodies everything that Darkseid and Apocalypse stand for. She is evil to the core and defines exactly what it means to be a supervillain. Of all the supervillains yet to make an appearance in the MCU, none are more perplexing than Amora the Enchantress. After all, her confidant and usual partner in crime, the Executioner, has already appeared. This aside, the Enchantress is one of the most feared female supervillains in comics. Here's why. Amora is one of the preeminent magic users in Asgard. Aside from her undeniable good looks, Amora is proficient in mind control and other methods of sorcery. Because she is Asgardian, she is near immortal and uses her exceptionally long life to achieve success with her many schemes. Like so many before her, Talia developed feelings for Batman, and over the years has used this to her advantage. She has manipulated and played Batman for a fool time and again. There may be no better example than when she was pregnant with his child. After learning the news, Batman became obsessed with doing whatever he could to ensure the baby's health and survival. This is why when Talia told him she lost the baby, he was devastated. Of course, this proved to be untrue and she eventually gave birth to Damian Wayne. Faking an unborn's death is as low as a person can go, but this is what makes her a lock for this list. Simply put, she'll go to lengths that nobody would go to. When you control everything around you, you're bound to be one of the best supervillains of all time. Poison Ivy can and does control Mother Nature. She makes trees bend, forces roots up from the ground, creates spores of poison, and more. Pamela Isley was a promising botanical biochemist whose work led the field. Unfortunately, she was subjected to a variety of experiments that left her with a new sense of right and wrong. The experiments granted her the ability to control plants and use their natural secretions to subdue her enemies. And what separates her from the others on this list is that at her heart, she is an environmentalist. She believes that A, plants have just as many rights as humans, and B, humans are a detriment to the world. The combination of the two make her a threat to all who she comes across. Like so many others on this list, Elektra has been the on and off love interest of another hero. In her case, that hero is Daredevil. His feelings for her run deep. Unfortunately, hers aren't really on the same level. Elektra is the perfect assassin. She will take a job no matter the consequences or who it's for. She's even worked for the likes of Kingpin. More than many, Elektra's morals can be bought. It's this reason that her inclusion is never second guessed. A comic book supervillain who dresses like a cat, has an on and off again relationship with an important hero, uses that relationship for her benefit, and discards said hero when she's done? Yes, Black Cat may be a copy of Catwoman, and yes, it's pointless to say otherwise, but that doesn't detract from how great of a supervillain she is. Felicia Hardy has been a fan favorite since her debut back in 1979. What she lacks in strength and size, she more than makes up in intelligence and ingenuity. She's skilled in hand-to-hand combat, is an accomplished gymnast, and has weapons at her disposal that would make the army jealous. The last few decades have brought about a renaissance for Emma Frost. In her first appearance, she was the very powerful telepath in the Hellfire Club. She, along with Jason Wyngarde, Mastermind, were instrumental in the transformation of Jean Grey to the Dark Phoenix. What makes her unique as compared to many other mutants is that she possesses a secondary mutant power. Her second power allows her to transform her entire body in a diamond-like form, thereby preventing attacks of all sorts against her. This of course means both physical and mental attacks. Most know that Harley Quinn was created outside of comic books. It wasn't until after her creation on Batman the Animated Series that Harley Quinn found her way to published print. Harley Quinn is the on and off girlfriend and partner to the Joker. While their relationship leaves something to be desired, her personality doesn't. She's bubbly and is always looking for a good time. And by good time, I mean she's looking to wreak havoc on the world. What makes Harley so dangerous is not that she's aligned herself with Batman's greatest enemy. What makes Harley so dangerous is that inside, she's just as much of a monster as he is. When you think of quintessential Batman enemies, Catwoman always comes up. Not only did Catwoman make her debut around the same time as Batman, she has endured and become better over the ages. What separates her from so many other Batman enemies is that she exploits and uses his feelings for her against him. Once she has what she needs, she almost always discards them like yesterday's garbage. Catwoman is as deadly as she is beautiful, and it's this combination that has translated to her success. As a mutant, Jean Grey is immensely powerful. She's a telepath whose powers are on near par with Professor Xavier's. During one of the most iconic stories in comics, Jean Grey bonds with an alien entity known as the Phoenix Force. After the two combined, she arguably became the strongest mutant in the galaxy. This caused the attention of the entire X-Men universe to shift to her. Of all the eyes now looking at her, none were more important than the Hellfire Club. As a member of the Hellfire Club, Phoenix's full potential was unlocked, and the two became the Dark Phoenix. As the Dark Phoenix, she was capable of decimating entire galaxies in mere seconds. And she did. And I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. Both, they really do help this channel grow. If you have any other lists that you want us to do, leave them in the comments and I'd love to do them for you. Thanks guys. You know what? I know that there's a million YouTube channels out there, and for you to take 5 minutes to watch one of my videos means the world to me. And I hope you'll return. Until then, I'll catch you next time.